Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. This is day 49 of 1000. So hey, and welcome to the Tesla Fire Challenge YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you stick around. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's really good to have you. For all my new viewers, this channel is all about investing money and being all in on Tesla no matter what. So join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. That's right, join me on my journey to make $1 million in 1000 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the following. I'm going to share my day 49 portfolio with you. I'm also going to be looking at the NASDAQ and Tesla charts to see where price might be headed to. And I'm also going to see if the ascending triangle pattern on Tesla is about to play out. So let's get into it. So it's day 49, 9th of February 2022. I've got two portfolios, A and B. In portfolio A, I've just got over 120 shares. In portfolio B, just under 91 shares. So in total, I have just over 211 shares in Tesla. My goal is to build my position to 300 shares. So I'm 70% of the way there. I've got another 30% to go. So I'm slowly building this position. I built this position over 19 months. I dollar cost averaged into the share and I bought during the dips. And I'm going to continue doing that because it's been successful for me. Hopefully, I'm going to get to that target of 300 shares sooner than later. So that's the total number of shares that I hold in Tesla. So what's been happening to Tesla shares? So it's day 49 of 1000. Tesla is currently priced at $929. So if I multiply the current price by the number of shares that I hold, which is just over $211, I have a total portfolio value of $196,098.33. So that represents a upward movement of just over $1,500. So as you can see, in the portfolio, the volatility is falling drastically. So before my portfolio was, moving up and down about 15 to 20,000, it was taking some wild swings, but now things have seemed to calm down and it's settling down. So at its peak, my portfolio was valued just under $250,000. So it's gone down significantly, but I've got no concerns at all because my ultimate price target in 1000 days is about 3,400. And if I'm able to accumulate 300 shares, then I should be able to make $1 million. So that's day 49 of 1000. So let's get into the technical analysis side of things now. So here is the NASDAQ 1-year chart. So as you can see, I've got the chart in candlesticks. I've got the blue line, which is the MA50, and the red line, which is the MA200. I've got my support and resistance lines are the horizontal lines in green. So if I zoom into it, let's have a look what's happening. So recently I said that there was a resistance around the 14,200 level. That resistance has been broken now and it's probably going to be the new support. Price has jumped out and it's at 14,414 at the moment. So what I think will happen is it's going to keep on moving up. If there's enough momentum in the market, if there's enough good news, it's going to keep on moving up. If there isn't, what I think will happen is it's going to retrace down to 14,200 just to fill that gap because it's gapped up quite quickly. It's going to fill that gap and then it's going to start rising again. So that resistance has now become the support. But obviously, that support could be broken if there is a lot of bad news. If Jerome Powell says there's going to be more rate hikes, if they say inflation is worse than expected. So these kind of news can break these support levels. So, just be wary of that. So that's the NASDAQ 1-year chart. So let's have a look at the Tesla 1-year chart now. So this is the chart that I have. This is the one that I refer to all the time. So I've got my trend line T1, T2, T3 going upwards. That's been broken. And then I've got the T4 and T5 trend line going downwards. So at the moment, what I'm thinking is, there's a ascending triangle occurring and, price is moving within this ascending triangle and eventually it's going to pop out. The more likelihood is, the probability is that the price will break upwards and it's going to go to about 1000. So my new mantra, as I keep on saying, is I'm going to try and buy as much as possible under $1,000. So price could pop out at any moment. It just needs some sort of a good news to break it out. So as you can see, if I go to the 6-month chart for Tesla, which is a bit more clearer, you can see that price is now trading at a very narrow range. If we compare it to previous price movements, the volatility in this stock has gone down drastically. So what I suspect is going to happen is, like, in the next couple of days, it's going to consolidate further, and then eventually it's going to pop out of this triangle and then try and move its way down to the 1000 level, which also now coincides with the MA50 level. So it could hit the MA50 level at 1000, and then it could surpass that and maybe move to the all-time high, which is why I keep on saying I'm trying to buy as much as possible under the 1000 level, because I prefer to buy under 1000 compared to 1200, 1300, 1400, because I'm going to get more Tesla shares for my money. So it's really important for me. What's really important to me, my main concern, is to keep my cost basis as low as possible. I don't want the price to run away. I'd prefer it if it just stayed in this narrow range for the next 12 months or went a bit lower. Then I'd be able to buy this fantastic company at a really low price. I don't want to be buying this at 15, 16, because I'm going to need more money to hit my target of 300 shares. So this is a great time for me to buy. This is a great time for long-term investors to buy, because this is an opportunity to keep the cost basis as low as possible. This is a fantastic company. It's going to be growing in the future, and it could be one of the greatest growth stories ever told. So price is going to run away eventually, and I want to hit my 300 target as soon as possible. So that's the Tesla 6-month chart. So let's have a look at the RSI analysis now. So as you can see, I put a trend line on the RSI to show you that the trend is going upwards now. RSI is now at the 46.27 level, so it's still under the 50 level. So it just needs some sort of a spark to break it out. Once it goes above the 50 level, the momentum is going to be with the bulls, and it's just going to keep on going. Depending on how quickly it breaks out, it's just going to keep on going. And if RSI continues to about 70 and surpasses 70, then there is a possibility that it could reach all-time highs again. So again, that's why I keep on saying I try to buy my buy signals when I'm using RSIs as close, when the RSI level gets as close to as 30 as possible, when there's like peak fear, peak anxiety, peak depression in the market. That's the best time to cherry pick these fantastic companies and buy them really cheap. So Tesla went down to $814 just a couple of weeks ago. So if you were able to buy at that price, that was an amazing price to get in. So that's the RSI analysis on Tesla. So let's have a look at the MACD analysis now. So again, as you can see, the black line has just crossed the red line. So the black line there has been a bullish crossover. So now and the MACD histogram is still trending upwards, and it's in positive territory now. So depending on what news comes out, this could continue to move upwards, and then the momentum would be with the bulls, and it's going to keep on moving up. So that's why I'm really eager to try and buy as much as possible before price just runs away. So this is another bullish sign. So MACD has shown a crossover. The histogram is above the positive level now. So depending on how high it moves, price could keep on moving up. So that's the MACD analysis on Tesla. So let's have a look at the Tesla candlestick analysis. So as you can see, if I zoom in, the candlesticks are still within that triangle. So if it breaks the it's trying to break the 950 level. Once it breaks the 950 level, it's going to swing for that 1000 level, and then 1000 coincides with the MA50. If it breaks down, then it's going to keep on going up and up. So it just needs some sort of a bullish news. Production is more than expected. FSD is going to be quicker than usual. Some sort of news that just escalates the progress of Tesla, and it's going to keep on going up and up. So it's been beaten down, even though they've had so much good news. They've had great production numbers. They've reported really well. It's still at a low price compared to all the good news that's happened. So it needs some sort of a good news to break it out, then it's just going to continue to go up. So that's the Tesla candlestick analysis. So what are the key points to remember? So firstly, Tesla is still forming an ascending triangle. The longer it takes for this pattern to play out, the higher the price may pop to. So I've seen these patterns so many times. I've studied so many charts previously. And when there is an ascending triangle and it takes a long time for it to play, usually it just pops out, it gaps out really quickly. So I suspect this may happen to Tesla. So, but obviously there's no guarantee. If there's some sort of a bad news or something, then price is going to start to fall. But at the moment, it looks quite bullish. RSI is quite bullish. MACD is quite bullish. So the price may pop. So we just need some sort of a good news to break it out. So the next key point to remember is the indicators. So MACD has had a bullish crossover, which is positive. This also coincides with RSI nearing the 50 level and the trend being upward. So once RSI reaches above 50, the momentum is going to be firmly with the bulls, and any good news and the price is going to spike. So if there's good news and the RSI is at 30, you know, price won't move up as much as if the RSI is over 50, because, you know, there's more confidence in the market. The RSI kind of represents the amount of confidence that the bulls or bears have. So if it's above 50, the bulls are really confident, any good news, and they're going to pounce on the stock. If it's under 50, then the bears are in control, any bad news, and the stock is going to start to plummet. So just bear that in mind. The next key point to remember is, you know your key support prices. So, you know, this is what my mentor kept on telling me: know your key support prices. It's no good just, you know, looking at the stock. Just know exactly what you're going to do. Get a chart, mark it up with the support and resistance line. The price always reaches a support or resistance line, and then know exactly what you're going to do at those levels. So I've got my chart all laid out. I know every time price reaches this level, if I have the money, I'm just going to put it in. If I have the money, I'm going to put it in. And then, you know, if it goes down, I'm going to put in more. And, you know, you have to be really mechanical about this. You have to process your emotion. Don't bury your emotion. Just process it, and then, you know what you're going to do. Be very mechanical about it. And if you're mechanical when you're investing, then, you know, it's going to pay its dividends in the future. So be patient, persevere, be mechanical, and you're going to be rewarded in the future. So, you know, those are the key points to remember. So what are my buying levels? So I always go through this because I think it's really important. My mentor used to tell me, always have your buying levels. So my buying levels are at 900, 850, 814, which is the MA200 level, and 720. If it goes down to 725, that would represent a downward swing of about 24%, which would be an amazing price to buy Tesla stock. So, you know, just bear in mind that this is a fantastic company. Get to know this company, have your own thesis on the company, understand how it works, how it's growing, what kind of businesses they have. And then once you start to believe in this company, even when it goes down by 30-40%, you're going to be excited and you're going to want to buy more stock. So it's really important not to buy because someone's kicked you. It's important that you get to know this company and then, you know, believe in the company, and then you will have more confidence. So those are my buying levels. So what is my plan now? So my plan is the same as it was yesterday. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Tesla shares and buy at regular intervals no matter what. I'm going to keep buying at the support levels, hopefully before the price pops out. I'm going to be trying to buy as much as possible under $1,000. And finally, I'm not going to sell my position. You know, I'm going to keep it for at least 1,000 days. So it's day 49 now. So I've got another 951 days to go. And then after that, hopefully the price should be at 3,400. If it's 3,400 sooner, that's even better for me. And then once it reaches that level, and if my calculations are correct and I have 300 shares, I should be able to make $1 million. And, you know, after that, I'm going to try and keep it for as long as possible. I'm just going to redeem and crystallize the shares whenever I need to, upon which point, you know, I should be financially independent and able to retire early. So that's my plan for now. So for anyone interested, I'm in the UK and I am a long-term investor. I used to be a trader buying in and out of great companies like Apple, Google, and then I suddenly realized, what am I doing? I should be identifying great companies and then, you know, just be all in and then ride with it. Because if I, you know, 10 years ago, I was trading Amazon. If I put all my money into Amazon 10 years ago, you know, I would be very wealthy at the moment. I knew that Amazon would be a great company, but I kept on trading thinking I'd be able to make more. Obviously, I wasn't able to do that because it's really hard to time the market even with indicators, and you make losses, your account goes up and down, and it's quite stressful. Being a long-term investor is much easier. You know what you're doing, you've got your plan laid out, you believe in the company, and you just have to put the money, get to your target number of shares, and then you get to your target price, and then you're a millionaire. So it's much easier, much less stress, and it's really something that I believe in. So what I do is I invest through a tax efficient account called an ISA account. So in the UK, everyone gets a £20,000 ISA allowance. You can use this money, you can top up your account with £20,000, and then any money that you can make, you know, it's exempt from capital gains, so you don't have to pay a penny in tax. So it's a great way to preserve wealth, so you're not paying any tax. So every year what I try to do for me and my wife is we try to, you know, maximize our tax ISAs. So we try and invest 20,000 each, about 40,000, and then any gains that we make on that money we can keep. We don't have to pay anything in tax. So I use a app called Free Trade. This is a fantastic app. It has a very simple interface and a cheap monthly cost of £3 per month. You can buy and sell shares commission free, and there's immediate deposits from your bank account. There's a huge variety of stocks and shares to choose from, both in the UK and the US. And what I've done is I've left my referral link below, and if you sign up using my referral link, you'll get a free share worth up to £200. I will get a free share too. So it's a win-win situation. So take advantage of your ISA allowance. It's a fantastic way to preserve your wealth and start investing. You can start investing for as little as £1, and then, you know, I started investing in Tesla. I started with £50, and then slowly as I started to, you know, study the company, I started investing more money. So, you know, take baby steps, and eventually once you get to know a great company, you'll start to invest more. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll join me in my journey to see if I can build my position to 300 shares. You know, join me on my journey to see if I can hold on to this position for at least 1,000 days, and join me on my journey to see if I can make £1 million and become financially independent and retire early. So finally, I appreciate any likes, and I'll read all your comments. I appreciate your subscription. I hope to bring you value, and I wish you all the best on your investment journey. I really do. And until the next update, have a great day, and I wish you all the best.